Yeah, so for those joining the stream, welcome. Please know that on the YouTube side of things, I'm working on a massive fucking project that might just kill me. So if I die, please blame EA. That project is Dungeons and Dragons, and it's so big and complicated because in my limited wisdom, I decided to try and make a cartoon. A cartoon that's 25 minutes long. 25 minutes long, about 106 background plates, and, when I first started, so the D&D session that I'm animating was back in 2016, so it's quite old now. And I started the animation in 2017. Now, here's the pickle. At the start of 2017, I took the advice of the chat. I'm blaming you. I'm going to push the buck. I'm blaming you, chat. The chat said, hey, you're editing with Sony Vegas, aren't you? And I said, yes. Why don't you use Adobe After Effects and Adobe Premiere? It's way easier to do what you want to do, which is the text and animation thing, right? Anyway, turns out the chat were right. Adobe After Effects and Adobe Premiere are way better for what I need specifically. The trouble is, that was January 2017. Meaning, when I started the animation for the cartoon, I was a noob. I didn't really understand how Adobe After Effects worked beyond basic tutorials. And the basic tutorials won't show you, like, an efficient workflow. So the point is, there are so many inefficiencies baked into the cartoon's animation. Most notably, when you do editing in something like Sony Vegas, so imagine a timeline that's 30 seconds long, starting from left to right, okay? And what you would typically do is that you take your footage and you drag and drop it and cut it so that you've got these little objects on your timeline. And as the playhead goes from left to right, it will start playing these objects one by one. Now, previously, in the old bullshitteries, I would put some footage on the timeline, if you follow, and then atop it, I would layer the text. And then, of course, put in whatever properties I need to make the text move. So, movement, rotation, scaling. So, in your mind, I wish I could draw it, really. Actually, hold on a second. So, how this would work back in the day is that the video would start here and go, la-di-da, I'm going to play from start to finish, and Bob's your uncle. Now, what I would do is I would take my footage of, let's say, I don't know, DayZ, and layer it on for whatever clip that I'm trying to make. Like, Cyanide made a funny ha-ha. Fucking bugs in fucking Sony Vegas. Fuck off. No, I do. Yes, I have the correct audio drivers. So, I would come along and subsequently place down whatever objects I would need atop of this timeline. Let's say that's Cyanide saying something. This is me saying something. This is Digi saying something, if you follow. And each of these separate objects would play, again, from left to right. La-di-da, I'm going to display the text or whatever, okay? Then, I don't know, maybe like Edberg might say something. Okay, that's his text, if you're following. Okay, there's me saying something again or whatever. All separate objects, okay? Right, so this is what your timeline will look like if you're using something like Sony Vegas back in the day. Now, the problem is, when I started animating this cartoon, I thought, okay, I'll just do that. That's the right way to do it, isn't it? So, this would be my footage. Here would be an Adobe After Effects animation of, let's say, Lump, you know, my character in D&D going, la-da-da, I'm talking, la-da-da. Here's Digi, la-di-da, I'm talking, da-di-da. So, like, the physical parts of the cartoon. Let's say this is Nep, talking, la-di-da-di-da. Like a physical animation, I would sort of paste it atop the timeline. What the fuck's going on upstairs? Now, here's the issue. Sorry, I know this is a really long-winded way of doing it. This means that every time you want to animate something, you are asking Adobe After Effects to stop, close that part of the program, open this other project, and unpack it, and then you can start animating. Basically, in order to animate these 9 different characters, Adobe After Effects is stopping and starting and stopping and starting repeatedly. What you actually want is your timeline, and then, atop that, you want your Adobe After Effects project all as one singular line, and everything is packed inside it. So all you have to do is come along, open Adobe After Effects, and animate from inside the compositions with all of these characters. I suppose compressed, that's not the correct term, but you want them all in the same composition and then like sub-compositions inside the composition. So my problem is that through inexperience, I've made this. I need that. And so gradually, I'm converting the cartoon into this, from that into this. And it's a nightmare. It's such a nightmare. And it's all my fault. It's all my fault. Because I didn't know. I didn't have any experience back in the day. I know now. I'm way better at Adobe After Effects now. Holy fucking shit. Like, current me with After Effects, I've mastered it. Back then, I was like, I don't know what I'm doing. What's that, Ilsa? You didn't say you had been stuck for 8 fucking years, Jesus. Yeah. Well, on and off, really. It's a whole thing, Ilsa. It's a whole thing. Like, I've been able to animate bits and pieces of it, but it's been based on artist availability. And again, for those joining, I'm working on Dungeons and Dragons bullshittery. Which I think is fucking funny. It's certainly Cyanide and I. It's certainly some of our best banter, I think. Because Cyanide plays as a thief, and he's awful. He is so bad, and I play as a bloodthirsty warrior who just solves all problems with violence. Oh yes, so also today, I don't know if he's in the chat, but if he is, thank you very much. Nervous Hawk, the artist, has been helping me with D&D. For D&D consists of 9 different characters, so we all played different characters, and one of the characters that joined us was Nep. Nep had a comedic moment, or I decided to edit in a comedic moment, when Nep was taking over for a character that already existed. A very ugly hill dwarf, played previously back in 2016 by ZF Phoenix, back when he was with us. As a visual gag, I decided to make it so that when played by a lady, the ugly Rarict was the name of the character, suddenly became a beautiful woman, and the fat belly that he had with a sort of suit of steel armor, he had well, not steel armor, it's like a metal plate that was bolted onto the front of an apron. I decided as a visual gag to switch it into a corset, so instead of having a fat belly, suddenly Nep turns up and she's got like a big bosom, essentially, and the rest of the party look down like, what the fuck? Anyway, the character that I had designed many years ago, I felt I went too far. I made the tits too big, it was a little grotesque. So I decided to ask Nervous Hawk, would you kindly make the tits smaller? I'm informed by Mag that he was inconsolable with that request. So what's happening now is I need to specify very, very precisely what I need drawn insofar as assets in Photoshop. So, like this character, for example, like their head, the eyes, the mouth, the hands. And then what will happen is that I'll go from Photoshop to export all layers. Like it will explode into all of these individual picture layers, and I'll reassemble it in Adobe After Effects with tiny rotation anchor points on, say, the shoulder, and then the layer for the elbow, for example, will attach to the shoulder, and the shoulder attaches like it's parented. There's like a hierarchical structure in Adobe After Effects. Like the shoulder is parented onto the body, the head is parented onto the neck is parented onto the body, so that with each piece of movement that you animate, the following pieces inherited, like they get that same movement. So as a result, you can animate some fairly convincing looking like motion. It's not perfect, but it's good enough.
Also, Nep, have you seen what Womble's doing to you?
No, hang on, no.
What has he done?
Firstly, Nep, hello, it's lovely to see you, Nep.
Yeah, have you not seen the pictures of what he's done?
What pictures?
Disgusting.
No. It's the opposite, Nep. They are lying.
What's going on?
It's the total opposite. This project, so I've got some artists that I'm commissioning, lots of them now. So there's 4 of them. And I'm also going to get some help with Adobe After Effects. I need someone to do some simple animation and then someone else for some other animation. And anyway, of the 3 artists, right, 2 of them, fine. No problems whatsoever. I commission, like, I want a head, I want arms, I want body. One of them, Nervous Hawk, calling you out, I said, can you draw me Nep? Every fucking asset I get back, it's like, it's not body or arm or neck, it's sexy body, sexy neck. Sexy arm. I'm like, fucking hell. He called her tits the dreams and hopes of men or something.
Yeah, Didn't he do something with the Lears?
Yes, I requested different face animations for the sake of animating faces, like surprised face, confused face, smiling face. He added the one where a lady sticks out her tongue and drools all over herself. I'm like, I didn't commission that. I'm not paying you for that.
That one's a freebie.
There you go, Nep. There you go, Nep. Look at what you've done, Nep. Look at what you've done to you.
I really don't want to click on the link.
Don't click on it, Nep.
I really don't want to.
Yeah, don't click on it. For real, it's the exact opposite, Nep. How are you, Nep?
I want to leave.
Tell us something about your day.
Oh my god, I just clicked on the link.